Hello. So what are your favorite ways to express aggression or anger in a healthy way? Hi, I'm Julie Deanne, and I am just out here today enjoying this beautiful end of summer, early fall day, but it feels like summer here. And I was just out with some wonderful little sheep. They're called lamb mowers. So cute. I was visiting a local schoolhouse in the area. It's a historic one. And I will be posting on that soon because they're having a merry market coming up in December on the 13th. And I will be there with other local authors and local vendors, offering our books, signings. There will be Santa, of course. The schoolhouse has a lot of things planned, and this is their third year doing this, the merry market. So I will be posting on that soon. But today, I just wanted to jump on here and talk about what are some of the healthy ways that you have of expressing your anger and aggression. And I go back to this feeling of anger because it is something that affects us all, right? Our emotions are meant to be felt. They're meant to flow through us. That's why they are E plus motion, energy and motion. And that emotion, the energy and motion, is supposed to flow through you. But how do we take it from anger and fear, because it's based on a fear, but it's also based on a boundary or something that has occurred that is trying to get your attention to tell you something needs to change here, right? That's why you get angry. You get angry because a boundary has been crossed or something that you feel is not right is being done. And so it's an important emotion, and it gives you that energy and that impetus and that courage, the courage to take action. But the thing is, how do you choose between acting out, and especially for kids, right? How do they choose between just acting out aggressively versus taking a more empowering, aligned action, or simply allowing that emotion to flow through you and expressing it in a healthy way so that then you can calm down and make a better decision for how to respond in that situation or to come back to it later? One of the best ways is to exercise, is to go out and take a really hard run or do some martial arts, or just you could even take a pillow and just beat on your pillow. Another great way is by oral expression or combining it, right? That's why when you go to martial arts classes and you're doing the katas and you're going through and doing all of the kicks and punches and you exhale very forcefully and you make those sounds, even just playing sports, right? And getting very excited and cheering loudly for your teammates, even for the other team when they score, and recognizing that, hey, we're out here having a healthy competition. It's not about winning or losing. It's about the challenge. It's about the game. It's about the camaraderie and the whole experience, right? And whether they win or you win, hey, there's always next time. You can enjoy and celebrate it all. And allowing for that joy and that celebration to just fill you up and fill your whole body. Doesn't it feel wonderful? Well, the anger, you can do the same thing with that. Sometimes you just have to get that anger out. And so you can do something like go and make a bunch of hard kicks and punches, punch on a punching bag. You can just scream. You could just sing super loudly to your favorite songs, or just screaming, go into the bathroom and close the door and just scream if you need to. Scream into the pillow. I mean, sometimes it's just a matter of allowing that emotion to flow through you, allowing yourself to feel it and acknowledging it. That's what's important. You have to acknowledge it. And once you've done that, once you have shed the light of awareness on the fact that, yes, I am angry. I have a right to be angry. Or maybe, yes, I am angry. But do I really have this right to be angry? See, that's when the dialogue starts. Once you've expressed that emotion, you've got it out, you've expressed it in a healthy way, then you can actually start to have that conversation with yourself and start to understand where it came from, and then decide what kind of action you want to take. And it might be something that you need to speak up about. And so you write down, or you prepare your speech, or you even practice your speech. You could practice it out here to the trees and say, okay, so-and-so, this is what I'm going to say next time. See how that feels, right? This is where theater and drama and just using your imagination and play acting, it is really our superpower. It is so powerful for us in so many ways to prepare us for actual interactions, also to prepare us for what we want to be, like the kind of person that we want to show up as. So for instance, if you're finding that you're getting angry a lot every time, let's say your child is going to school or you're going to work, and you find yourself getting angry in a certain situation or a certain place, you could start to imagine in your head, okay, what are the things that upset me? What can I do to change that? Or who do I need to talk to? And what could I say to them in order to encourage them to help make this a better situation all around? And sometimes it's simply a matter of perception shift, right? In having this dialogue, and you have to start it with yourself. You can use that by writing things down, speaking to yourself out loud, yes, imagining that you're actually talking to the other person or to the situation. But as you start to take these steps forward and have this dialogue and this conversation, other things will come to mind. You'll get different insights, epiphanies, realizations, and that's when you start to actually be able to understand it, to separate yourself, to separate from the emotion, and then to allow yourself to address it and to solve the issue and resolve it in a healthy way. So this is a super, super powerful, several actually practices and exercises that I've mentioned here today. But it's really important because this is what will help you to align better with what it is that you want to experience in your life, to move away from the things that are upsetting you and are bothering you, and to start making better decisions and choices in the moment, so that as these things come up in the future, you are better able to address them immediately so they don't fester and you don't get upset. B, maybe you find yourself not getting upset anymore. And C, maybe eventually, or with time, and it could be very fast, you don't even find yourself in those situations anymore. And that's when your life becomes even more magical. So, enjoy and have fun with this. Drop a comment. Let us know, what is your favorite way to deal with aggression and anger in a healthy way? And as always, be luminous.